Hello, FlossTube. I'm Barbie, and I'm the designer behind Pedal Pusher, and this is a special episode talking all about Needlework Expo that is coming up this first weekend of March. Today's March 1st, so we've made it through the winter. Happy almost spring, everybody. My designs that I am releasing at Expo are very springy. I'm ready for it. I'm sure you are too. If you're not familiar with what Needlework Expo is, it's something new this year. It is a wholesale only market, kind of replacing what Nashville Needlework Market usually does this first week of March because of everything going on in the world. So if you see something you like, please contact your favorite needlework store, whether that's a brick and mortar store or an online shop, and let them know that you would like them to place an order for it, and we'll get it zooming to you as fast as we can. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really great. Great opportunity to see all kinds of new designs from tons of designers and people in the needlework business. So be on the lookout for lots of videos out there on FlossTube. I'm sure you've already seen some, but there's a lot of good stuff happening. So let's get started. My first design that I would like to share with you guys is a punch needle. This is only my second punch needle that I've released. And I feel like it's very beginner friendly. I myself am a beginner for punch needle. I've only done a few projects here and there. So if you are a beginner like me, this is a great place to start. It's small, it's not very many colors, so don't be intimidated. It's fun, it's easy. Give punch needle a try. So this is called Robin's Nest. And as you can see, it's pretty tiny. So it finishes up very quickly. I think I did this one in less than a day. So it's a good, quick grab project and feel like you've gotten something accomplished, which is always really nice. It is punched. I almost said stitched, but it's punched, all in DMCs. My favorite is right here. This is one of those DMC, I think they're called DMC color variations. They came out a few years ago. And I wanted to use it to kind of create that effect of different twigs woven together to make the bird's nest. The trim on here is from Lady Dot Creates. It's in the color Hip Hop Twill Tape. And I finished it on this little board that I actually got from Hobby Lobby last fall, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't come back out with something like this because they've been really popular. You can also find a lot of similar products on Etsy or different places. They're kind of popping up all over the place. Now, it's not officially a series, but this complements my first punch needle I released last fall, which was Pick Your Own Pumpkin. So you can see they're the same size, same kind of finish, similar style, both great beginner projects. So be on the lookout. There's probably going to be more coming if you want to kind of make this unofficial series, and you could just switch them out. This one's on a magnet, so you could just pop them wherever you want. They also fit really, really well. Pick Your Own Pumpkin came in 2 colors on something like this. This one I made squishy, so you could do it as a little pin pillow to have next to your stitching for your needles and pins. And this is just from Michaels. So that is Robin's Nest. Nice, bright, springy, happy. My next design is a cross stitch. This one is called Cloverdale Cottage. You can see I'm digging the board finishes this time. This came out of actually 2 different inspiration points. I wanted something that was kind of quick and easy to stitch. Again, it's nice to have that sense of accomplishment of just boom, 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 stitch it up and you got it done. I also saw, of all things, a necklace in an ad somewhere on social media, and it was similar design to this. It was this beautiful gold and emerald necklace. I don't know where it was from, but I thought that's a really interesting design, and I loved the clover shape of it. So that's where Cloverdale Cottage came from. We've got a cute little terracotta pot here with some little wild clovers growing out, those beautiful purple clover flowers, and of course the cute little cottage itself. This is stitched on 32 count raw muslin from Color and Cotton, which is just a beautiful soft fabric. And I used some Color and Cotton threads in here and a little bit of Gentle Arts threads as well, with a tiny bit of DMC mixed in. As always, there will be a DMC conversion if you don't want to use those specialty threads, but they do give a fun effect here on the pot and a little bit of modeling in some of the other areas. that is Cloverdale Cottage. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the trim is Jack Chenille from Lady Dot Creates, and this beautiful finishing board came from Scarlet Sky Designs TX on Etsy, and I will have links to these websites below. All right, final design for Needlework Expo is my largest one. Let me move a few things out of the way here. All right, this is called While Away the Hours. And as you can hopefully see clearly on there, there we go. It says, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers. Anybody know where that's from? If you guessed Wizard of Oz, you are correct. I believe it's the Scarecrow singing it, if he only had a brain. But this is the perfect sentiment for me right now. I am itching to get out in my garden. I've started a couple seeds already. My daffodils are starting to pop up, but I just can't wait to get out there and spend time in the garden with my flowers. And I think the little bumblebee feels the same way. This color palette has kind of an unusual inspiration behind it, maybe. I don't know if you guys will agree with me. I love these soft spring colors, but it really made me think of, if you've ever seen the BBC version of Pride and Prejudice, the really long one, like it's 6 hours with Colin Firth in it. At the beginning of every episode in that series, they play the music and they show all this beautiful kind of millinery stuff, things for their bonnets or their dresses. It's these ribbons and these laces and little flowers and feathers and kind of things that you would use in, like I said, dressmaking and bonnet making. And they're just the prettiest, softest colors. And it always makes me think of that Regency era, that Jane Austen time period, or more recently, those of you that have seen Bridgerton, that kind of era, and just those soft, beautiful pastels and all that delicate, fine handiwork that was in all of their clothing and their jewelry and their hats and their gloves and just everything. It's just so pretty. And I really wanted to use that really soft, beautiful, pretty color palette for this project. And I think I've accomplished it. To me, it has that same sort of just very soft, feminine feel. This is stitched on 32 count Havana by Color and Cotton again, beautiful linen. And it uses a mix of DMC and Weeks Dye Works, and I believe one Gentle Art. So I think it turned out great. This is a frame I got from Michael's a couple years ago. I'm sorry if it's not available anymore, but this is an 8x10. And it was matted for a 5x7. I had to cut the mat just a little bit larger. So if you're stitching it on a 28 count, it might fit just perfect in an 8x10. It is 8x10, yeah, pretty sure. So it should be something that you can easily frame and not have to do a custom framing, or this would look very beautiful as a pillow. Again, you could trim it out in all kinds of beautiful fancy trims and colors. And if you want to even just pull out that little bee and make something out of it, I think that would be really sweet. So all of these are available, like I said, through Needlework Expo. Contact your favorite shop. Let them know if you saw something that you liked. They can place an order with me, and like I said, I will start shipping as soon as Needlework Expo is over, at the beginning of next week. And we'll get those out to you as fast as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.